Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Decatur High School and Gary Cook Court for tonight's boys varsity basketball action between the visiting Batesville Bulldogs and our very own North Decatur Chargers. Alongside the aforementioned Gary Cook, I'm Tyler Johnson. As always, the third member of our crew, Mr. Jaden Lawrence, on our camera tonight. And, Coach, we're excited to bring this action. A long-time rivalry between North Decatur and Batesville renews tonight here in the friendly confines of North Decatur.
Yeah, it's one of those games I've noticed this over the years that whether the game is at North Decatur or at Batesville, you'll see people come to this game who sometimes don't come to maybe more than one or two games the rest of the year, just because there's a lot of common ties between the two communities, you know, people working or relatives or whatever it might be. But Bulldogs come into tonight's game 7-7, coached by Aaron Garrett. Hard to believe this is Aaron's 17th year as head coach of the Batesville Bulldogs, and Aaron always does a great job. Bulldogs come in coming off 3 wins in a row at Jacksonville, at home versus Franklin County, and at Connorsville last Saturday night by 28, which is a pretty, you know, Connorsville's not quite as strong this year, but to win at Connorsville by 28, that doesn't happen very often, no matter how good or bad Connorsville is. Common opponents, they lost to Lawrenceburg at home by 10. They have lost twice to South Ripley by 4 and by 12. They beat Jacksonville twice, and they split 2 games with Greensburg. Chargers lost by 21 a year ago at Batesville, so hopefully the Chargers will have I don't know if you want to call it a little revenge or whatever, but looking at the Bulldogs personnel, the impressive thing that I mentioned to you off the air earlier was that as I looked on Max Preps, they have 4 players averaging between 10-3 and 12-4 a game. So when you get that kind of balance, it's kind of hard to key your defense to 1 or 2 players. So that's something the Chargers will have to watch for tonight. They're led this year by 6'1" junior, number 12, Braden Maple is averaging 12.4 points per game, followed by veteran 6'5" senior, number 20, Cade Kaiser, who's averaging 11.9, as well as 5'11" junior, number 3, Trent Lucas, is also averaging 11.9. As I looked at their stats, Coach, they are a really good shooting team. Even though you look at it, I think they're pretty disciplined, pretty patient. They're only averaging 57.2 and giving up 56.9, but they are shooting 38% as a team from the three-point line, 74% from the free throw line, and they have a young man by the name of 6'3" sophomore Braden Hughes, who's shooting 48% from the three-point line. So that's pretty impressive. As well as Lures is also shooting 45%. And Maple is shooting 45% from the three-point line. So those are some pretty good stats for your three-point shooters. Talked to Coach Metz earlier today. He said the key, or one of the big keys, is the Chargers getting good balance in their shot selection. Bulldogs will play a extended, or what I call an extended 2-3 zone. And so we've got to look at the perimeter shot, but we can't just live and die with it. We've got to get some shots inside. And not only that, we can't just get them, we got to make them. And I think a big key here, which is always the case when you play Batesville, you have to defend them. Them being a really good three-point shooter, we're going to have to get pressure on their perimeter people and try to make them beat us with 2s and not 3s. And I think the last thing is somehow it makes the game a little easier if you can get some easy baskets. And I always feel like if you can get some second chance points, or if you can get some transition baskets, that sure makes the game a lot easier. So hopefully our Chargers can pick up some easy hoops via one of those 2 or both of those routes.
Well, this is the Hillbilly Corner pregame show. Hillbilly Corner is a family-owned farmer's market located on Highway 46, just past Forest Hill and before Pumphrey's Hill to the left. It's a bright red building you can't miss. Hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Hillbilly Corner offers deli meat and cheese sandwiches and the best super premium ice cream along with the daily lunch combo deal at a great price. Pick up your fresh produce and loads of other items. Stop in and check them out. Hillbilly Corner, a little bit of everything at the bottom of the hill. We've got about 90 seconds before we introduce both teams and go through our national anthem. Any final thoughts, Coach, here before we hit our first commercial break?
No, not really. It's just, it's been a week since we've played. I know Coach has been able to get some hopefully productive practices in this week. And I think, as I always talk about, I think it's really important against a team like Batesville for us to get a good start here today. So if we can get a good start and guard them a little bit and make a few shots, I think we got a shot here tonight.
Well, we'll take a quick timeout here. We've got about a minute left on the clock. And before we get to our national anthem introductions, we'll take a few commercial breaks and bring you the action here between the Batesville Bulldogs and the North Decatur Chargers. Listening to Charger basketball here on WTRE Sports.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School, where we're almost ready for our starting lineups. Nice crowd here tonight, Coach.
Yep, it's a full house, and didn't know exactly what to expect with Indiana and Purdue playing tonight, but we've got...
Looks like Matt Morris on the PA is introducing starting lineup for the Bulldogs. At one guard, number 3, Trent Lewis. And another guard, number 12, Braden Maple. At a forward, at a center, Cade Kaiser, number 20. And at the one forward is James Hughes, number 22. And at the other forward, number 14, Caden Drake. So that's the starting lineup for the Bulldogs.
Little different lineup here for the Chargers tonight. Owen Rennekamp, the 5'8 sophomore guard, will start. Owen Eldridge, 6'2 senior forward, and another 6'2 senior forward, Xander Jones, gets his first start of the year. Mason Morris, number 15, 6'3 senior, and number 21, Logan Odell, 6'2 junior guard, will be the 5 starters for the Chargers this evening. Again, the Chargers in their home white uniforms on your screen with the red numerals. And the boys of Batesville, the Bulldogs, in their blue uniforms with white numbers, no trim. Coach, I've seen our 3 officials before. I know one of them's Ben Wilkerson. The other 2 gentlemen I've seen, but couldn't tell you what their names were.
Nope, I couldn't tell you that either.
But by the gray hair, I would say they've got some experience.
They've probably done a few games.
All right, so it looks like number 20, Cade Kaiser, is going to tip off against Owen Eldridge. The Chargers and the Bulldogs get together here, the Battle of I-74. Unofficially. And we're underway. So Batesville controls the tip with Lures bringing it across the timeline.
Like Chargers in their normal man-to-man defense.
Lures gives it up top, and the Bulldogs bring it around here to the right side. That's Lures who got it back after the cut. He gets a little drip pass in the corner for 3, and it's good by Maple. So Maple gets them on the board. First 3 points of the game for either team.
Looks like the Bulldogs are in a little diamond press here.
Ball's tipped out of bounds by number 22. That's James Hughes, 6'3" sophomore.
One of the things that it seems like is so consistent for Batesville's players is they always have a length. And they always play with a certain amount of strength, too.
Chargers trying to break it in the half court. Rennekamp lost the ball as he slipped to the floor. In transition, we got lucky because Batesville threw it into the matted pad there on the baseline. So Chargers, coach, this zone press, what are some of the keys that got to look for? Here's a pass way ahead.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say on the last possession. If we'll just look up the floor a little bit, that's sometimes where that. Looks like Logan Odell buries a 3 from the corner to put the Chargers up.
Chargers on the board. Tie game, 7 minutes to go here in the Malone Staffing first quarter of play. Hughes gives it off inside. That's Kaiser underneath, kicks it back out. Drake on the drive, gets cut off by Eldridge. Back there to Kaiser in the lane, puts up a shot, and it's good.
Impressive drive there by Kaiser. He's got a lot of strength. He's 6'5".
Owen splits the trap, gets it out to Eldridge, and now gets it to Jones, then back to Eldridge. Zahner in the corner, gets it. Oh, nice cut there and score, and we've got the foul. Rennekamp dove to the basket, caught the pass, and puts it in, and the Chargers have tied the game, and Rennecamp's going to have one opportunity at the line.
That was a nice cut by Owen Rennekamp, and a nice pass by Owen Eldridge.
The key was, coach, they got it in the short corner and worked it in to the middle. Good ball movement. Batesville brings it across the other way after the missed free throw. Lures up top now over to Kaiser. Bulldogs in the half-court offense. Tie game 5-5. Minute and a half in. 6:20 to play. Malone Staffing first quarter. Bulldog looks like they reset the play here. Batesville kicks it off inside to Drake. Now back outside. Kaiser lines up a 3. It rims in and out, and Eldridge gets the rebound. Back comes the Chargers. In transition, Eldridge kicks it into the corner. Odell lines up a 3. It's off the mark, and Morris is going to get fouled or get called for the foul and the rebound.
Yeah, it's good to see Mason active there. We had a good look in the corner by Odell, but Bulldogs draw the foul there.
Each team with 1 foul apiece. That's the first one on the Chargers now.
This is our Malone Staffing first quarter. It's Malone Staffing Solutions first quarter. First in the job search, that's the goal.
And the job underneath scored that time by Drake for the Bulldogs.
Nice little roll there, and Kaiser spotted him for the
Here's
easy
a
layup.
steal, and a shot is up and good by Hughes, and the Chargers got to be very smart here with their passing. Up ahead, Chargers break the press. Might have got away with the travel, no call, but to get it back, they set up the offense. Between the circles, Rennekamp brings it back out against the 2-3 zone of Batesville. And they extend it, don't they, Coach?
Yes, they
bring
really
the pressure way outside.
They've done this about the last 3 or 4 years.
Odell picked up his dribble, gives it off to Jones. Xander, Rennekamp. Ooh, good seal that time by Eldridge, but one of them times, Coach, where you wish it was probably a lob pass and not the bounce. But
well, the other thing too, I kind of wish Owen would have just taken the shot. You know, he had a good look at it right there in front of the basket. That's a tough shot to hit because nobody ever shoots it anymore.
Batesville with a lead, 9-5. Underneath is Lures. He takes a dribble back, patient with the offense. Between the circles, Maple. Batesville brings it around the perimeter. Working inside out here. That's 20. Kaiser on the drive. He puts up a tough shot and scores right in Jones's face. That's a tough kid, Coach.
He's got some, as we like to say, he plays with some authority.
Jones the other way, misses the shot. The Chargers are doing better of breaking the pressure from Batesville, and we got a foul on the other end. As they're going to call that on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rennekamp, I think it was. I think that's the correct call. So that's Rennekamp's first foul.
Coach Garrett didn't think it was, but it's good for the Chargers to catch a break there. It's 11-5 Batesville, 6-point lead.
Number 35, Cooper Palmer, checks in for Xander Jones.
Batesville inbound in front of the Charger bench. Lures finds a deep pass over there to Kaiser. He's been attacking off the bounce here the last few possessions with very little resistance from the Charger defense. Hughes gives it off now inside. Is that 12 there? That's Maple. Here's a deep three by number 3, Lures, and he hits it. And now Batesville up by 9, 14-5. Across the timeline. Palmer with it. Now to Rennekamp. Chargers have been doing better in breaking the press. It's in the half court now that we've had some struggles with getting some opportunities. High-low game is no good. Negated that time by Maple. Brings it back for Batesville. In the lane. Back cut. Shot fake. Puts it up. No good that time by Hughes, but her offensive board and a kick-out three from Drake. It's off the mark. Morris gets the rebound.
Yeah, we kind of got away with one there. Logan Odell kind of lost track of his man there, and he back cut us and missed the layup.
Chargers now in the half-court offense, trailing by 9 here with 3.5 to go in the first quarter.
Looks like Bulldogs have switched to man-to-man here.
Palmer off to Morris in the short corner. Eldridge. Now Odell, shot fake, gives it off. Chargers moving around the perimeter very quickly here, trying to find some open lanes. Odell. Now to Palmer. Attacks the middle. Around the screen. Oh, nice little move to the bucket. No good by Eldridge. Back comes Batesville the other way. Hughes. The shot fake, and he got fouled by Palmer.
Yeah, just he kind of give Cooper a head and shoulder fake there and got Cooper up on his toes a little bit, went around. Cooper kind of grabbed him as he went to the bucket. 14-5 Bulldogs here in our Malone Staffing first quarter. 2:53 to go.
That's one thing Batesville does a lot of. Here's a drive. Score, shots up no good, but they get the offensive board, and they score. We got a flop warning. I assume that's a warning. Is it still a warning, Coach? A flop?
Yeah, I think so. Who scored that bucket, Coach?
I think that was 14.
Yeah.
Drake. Yeah, so that's a flop warning on Rennekamp. So the next one will be a technical foul, if I'm not mistaken. 16-5, Batesville up 11. And before that play, Coach talked about their shot fakes, their pass fakes, very fundamentally sound on that part of their game. Makes it hard to defend. Rennekamp now to Maurer. Palmer in the short corner, double team comes, and he turns it over.
That's second turnover for the Chargers.
So Batesville gets the ball back here with an 11-point lead and 2:20 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, much like I talked about, we've gotten kind of a slow start here, and Batesville's putting some numbers up on us. So
in the lane is Lures. He puts up a tough shot, and Maurer, I think, is going to get called for the personal. Maurer just checked into the game. That is on Maurer. That's the 4th team foul, Coach.
Yep.
2 minutes to go here in the quarter. And that is Lures going to the line for 2. His first one's up and good. The Chargers had that early three from Odell, but it's been kind of quiet since. had just the one bucket there. Another shot is good as Holcomb comes into the game.
18-5, Bulldogs out to a fast start here. Now the Bulldogs are going to switch to a little 2-2-1 press here. Going to pressure the inbound.
Palmer, the inbounder, gives it off and then gets it back. And he dribbles through, and he's going to get a foul drawn on 11. Number 11, that's Holcomb. He just checked into the game, so he got a foul in about 3 seconds. Chargers now going to work here in the half court, trailing by 13. Rennekamp between the circles gives it off over to Odell. Logan swings it over, top the key. They're doing a really good job on Maurer there on the weak side of the floor, negating any opportunities for him to catch it. Palmer with it, attacks the baseline. Odell lines up a corner three, rattles in and out, no good. Oh, Palmer with a nice offensive board and scores.
Yeah.
Second chance points.
Glad to see Cooper go right back up with that.
Chargers trail by 11, 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Batesville with a basketball, bringing around the perimeter that time. Holcomb gives it back off to Kaiser, attacks it, left hand and scores.
That gives Kaiser 6 in the quarter.
Again, the 2-2-1 for Batesville in the backcourt. Here's a long diagonal pass. Good look ahead, and Odell's going to get an easy bucket off of the Maurer assist.
Nice pass there by Brady Maurer to look up the floor.
The only problem is we can't start trading baskets. We got to get a stop. Here's almost one. Odell gets a hustle, and he hits on it again, and we've got a... Oh, they're going to call a foul on Mason Morris. Good hustle play from a couple guys there. And they're going to call Mason for his second, I think.
Yep.
Unfortunate event there because
15 fouls, so the Bulldogs will be in a bonus.
I know that they're not very happy about it, Coach. I thought just nice hustle play.
Here's my question. Why is 20 shooting a free throw? I don't think he was the one on the floor.
I don't think he was either. Yeah, that's a good question, Coach. I'm glad he missed it, though.
Yep.
Kaiser misses the free throw at the...
I might be wrong, but I sure didn't think. I thought 3 or 11 or somebody were the ones on the floor there, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, there's a couple guys on the team that have the same haircut. It's kind of hard to tell the difference, although Kaiser's the stud.
Kaiser is the...
he missed them both. There we go. That'll work. He can shoot all their free throws.
Officials picked the right person, I guess.
Chargers trail by 11 here, 20-9, under a minute to go. Chargers with the basketball. Opportunity to cut into the lead. Odell had a three go in and out just a moment ago. Maurer's trying to get posted up inside. They're all over him. Oh, nice little seal. Puts it up. Tough shot. No good. Might have got fouled, but they don't call it. Batesville comes the other way.
You're not going to get that foul when you don't create some contact there.
Batesville with it. That's Maple. 15 seconds to go. They lead by 11. Holcomb with it in front of the Charger bench. Batesville will stall here. Last opportunity, last shot. 4 seconds. Maple. Shot fake. Here's a three from number 11, and Holcomb's no good, so the Chargers will at least go into the second quarter, Coach, with a stop on the defensive end. So Batesville leads 20-9 after the first quarter of play. We'll take a timeout, bring you the second quarter of action here. Charger basketball on WTRE.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School, where our Chargers have gotten out of the gate a little slow here, but you have to give a lot of credit to the Batesville Bulldogs. Bulldogs on top at the end of the first quarter, 20-9. We're ready to start our Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter. The quality care you want close by. Same-day appointments are now available. Call 812-222-DOCS. That's Decatur County Memorial Hospital.
All right, Charger ball here.
You know, it wasn't as though we were sloppy with the ball or anything. We just missed some shots, and Bulldogs were able to attack the basket.
In the half court, Chargers with it.
They're playing a little diamond and one. They're chasing Brady Maurer.
Odell, corner three. He puts it up and scores! Odell with the triple, and the Chargers now cut the lead to 8, 20-12. Senior, I graduated high school.
Good to see Logan Odell knock a couple in early in the game here.
Batesville with the ball, trying to answer the three-pointer. Kaiser gets bumped, lost the ball, got it back. 3 on the way, is up, no good. And Odell comes down with a rebound. Chargers with an opportunity here to really cut into the lead, trailing by 8. Rennekamp, guarded tightly by Lures, kicks it off over to Eldridge.
Like the Bulldogs straight man-to-man on this possession.
Maurer gives it off. Rennekamp, Palmer up top. Again, the Chargers being methodical here on the offensive end. Rennekamp with a hard drive, puts it up, and he's fouled.
Good aggressive play there by Owen Rennekamp. I'd love to see that. Sometimes I think he gets caught up, which is great, with just being the floor general and not enough that he could score just a little bit.
You don't mind if I put that there, Coach, do you?
No.
We'll watch a little bit of both. Double duty here. Shots up and good there by Rennekamp.
2013 Bulldogs.
Just started here the second quarter. Was it 20-9, right, to start the start this quarter?
Correct.
So the Chargers on a 4-0 run. Make it 5-0 here in this quarter. 20-14 as both free throws are good by Rennekamp. Lures brings it across for Batesville, guarded by Owen. Here's a pass over to Kaiser. Lob inside is puts up and good by Maple. Maple with the easy 2, and Batesville goes back up by 8, 22-14. Here's a long diagonal pass ahead. Maurer gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. That was on Drake. And that pass is open, Coach, as we've seen here a few possessions.
The other thing about that is that, Drake made a foul there, which is, you try not to foul, but he made a good foul there. It was going to be an easy layup for Brady Maurer, and yeah, he may hit the 2 free throws, but you want to make him earn them. And this way with the foul, Brady has to go to the line and convert.
Brady's first and second are both good. So 22-16, the Chargers trail by 6. Batesville does have 2 early fouls here with 6.5 to go in the quarter, so that might be something to look at as we continue on in this quarter of play. Cut off was Lures, and the Bulldogs bring it around the top. Hughes with it, guarded by Odell. Kaiser will play a lot outside, but he loves to attack it off the bounce. That's 14. Oh, he traveled. No call. Drake gives it off. Kaiser with the left hand, puts it up off the glass. Missed it, rebounded by Odell. Chargers come up with another stop.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Kaiser is a load trying to.
Maurer ahead for 3. It's short. Rebounded out of there by Batesville. Back up in transition. Kaiser lines up for 3. It's no good. Rebounded again by Logan. Odell with another board. Here comes Rennekamp in the transition. Good dribble move, attacks. Eldridge, short corner. Little diagonal pass from about 8 feet away. Went about 100 miles an hour, but Maurer caught it. Palmer off to Odell up top. Rennekamp tries to find Maurer inside. They're going to bring some help there. That almost looked like a shot from Eldridge. Pass inside was errant.
Batesville's very conscious of Brady wherever he's at, whether it's in a post-up position.
You know, Batesville's doing us a favor, Coach, by shooting some of them outside shots.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure we can't guard them underneath.
I would agree with that.
It's been tough.
And maybe not guard them very well off the bounce. Going to have a foul here. Good job, Owen Rennekamp, of getting in the paint there. I say paint. It's really not painted on our floor, but hopefully
that is the Schuyler brother almost pointing the paint, I guess.
That's why I have trouble with that sponsorship thing, because since it's not painted, I forget about it sometimes, so I apologize.
Chargers inbound in front of the Batesville bench. Odell, little heat check action, no good. From the deep corner, the Chargers go back on the defensive end. Batesville lines up a three. Another left-hander is Hughes, and we've got a foul in transition. And it's going to be on blue number to Wilkerson, 14. That is Drake. That's second on Drake.
Yep.
And, Coach, that's the fourth team foul on Batesville.
Exactly. I just noticed that.
4:44 to go, second quarter. So they're going to be shooting the rest of the way.
Looks like Bulldogs in a little three-quarter court 1-2-2 here.
Yeah, we kind of solved that 2-2-1 or diamond action that they brought us. Rennekamp gets it across over to
Bulldogs
Palmer.
back to man. Looks like wish we'd get the ball to Logan. They're back to their zone though. They're 2-3.
Rennekamp dribbles it. Thought he got bumped that time. Gets cut off. Palmer with it. Near the 10-foot line. Drives. Gathers. Puts it up. In and out.
Boy, that was a tough.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Did he step out of bounds?
He must have. A tough shot there by Cooper, but I thought it was going to go.
Not sure.
Charger ball.
He must have been close to it, but the Chargers get a break here. Opportunity to cut into the lead. It's 22. Oh, nice little dive. Rennekamp reverse layup and score.
Nice out of bounds there. I don't know if Coach, that's a new one Coach put in, or whether it just looked different since we got the ball into the basket with Rennekamp.
22-18. Chargers trail by 4. Down as many as 12, I believe, early in the game. Oh, he traveled. They didn't call it. Another drive to the bucket, and we're going to get a foul called.
I think that might be on Odell.
That was Lewis, I thought, shuffled his feet as he caught the ball. They are going to nail Odell with it. His team first here in the second quarter. Lewis puts it up and missed it. Kaiser comes back in, so maybe that's going to bring a little bit of life here to Batesville when it comes to attacking the basket. Chargers trail by 4.
Chargers on a 9-2 run right now.
Shots up and good. 5-point game, 23-18, 3:40 to go, second quarter. Decatur County Memorial Hospital, second quarter. Rennekamp brings it across. Odell, shot fake, dribbles to his left. Now back to Maurer. Jones, over to Owen, between the circles. Almost pickpocketed, got it back. Dribbles it to his left. And now Palmer's got it left wing. Jones up top. Kicks it over. Maurer gets some space for 3. It's short. It's going to go out of bounds to Batesville. Chargers were patient that time, Coach.
Yeah, I had a good set run for Brady there, and we just missed the shot. 23-18, 3:08 to go here in our Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter.
Hughes with it up top, now to Lewis. Kaiser checked back in the game. Palmer's on him now. We'll see what kind of help he gets as he attacks the basket. Chargers in the half-court defense. Batesville very methodical here. Kaiser on the right wing. Dribbles it in and out. Hands it off to Lewis. Up top. Batesville's only scored three points, if I'm not mistaken, here in this quarter.
Correct. Maple with a pull up. In and out.
Rattles in and out. That thing was 2 foot down. Oh, that ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Charger ball.
Good look by Brady Maurer there, throwing it up the court to Cooper, but Kaiser just slid in there and knocked it out of bounds.
So Jones is going to take a seat. Eldridge checks back into the ball game. With 2:24 to go, Batesville still has those 4 fouls, and we haven't really had an opportunity to take advantage of it. Eldridge. Odell lines up a 3. It's no good. Rebounded out of there by Maple. Maple in transition gives it off. 3-pointer from Lewis. It's up and good.
It's his third 3 of the game, and like I said, he is a 45% three-point shooter, so nothing surprising about that.
26-18. Chargers get it across. Palmer with it. Under 2 to go, second quarter. Batesville's really cranked up the intensity on the ball here. And we've got an offensive foul on Maurer.
Yeah, not sure I totally agree with that.
And I know
he did get his body into him a little bit, but
I know Coach is frustrated because of the way it's been called, but
yeah.
I guess they did just make enough contact. So 26-18, 8-point game. That is, unfortunately, Brady's second here. So he's got to be smart with the 90 seconds to go here in the quarter. Here's a three-pointer. It's up and good by Kaiser.
Yeah.
And just like that, it goes from a 4-point game to 11 very quickly. Chargers got to stay engaged here. Rennekamp with it. Again, Batesville's cranked up the intensity on the defensive end. It's given us fits. Here's another steal.
They missed a foul there. They just Brady's got to be tough with it there, but
shot fake and a drive. Kick out. Extra pass is up. Good. That's Lures.
Three by Lures.
So it's now 32-18. 14-point game. Rennekamp with it. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Odell attacks the baseline. He gets cut off. Parmer with it now up top. He attacks with the right hand and he draws the foul.
Yeah,
so Coach,
bad.
they went from 4 minutes on the clock with 4 fouls, and this is the first one they've gotten.
Yep.
Shots up and good.
Another one of those by right auto free throws there by Cooper Parmer.
Parmer's second shot is up and good. So 32-20 with 40 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Batesville with it, and you'd expect them probably to hold for one more shot here.
That would be my guess too.
Hughes cut off there by Odell. Batesville around the perimeter here. 24 seconds to go. Maple now up top to Hughes. 15 seconds. Inside, Maple gets the pass there from Kaiser, who cuts through the lane. Now back out to Holcomb. Schneider with it. He checked in just a few minutes ago. 5 seconds. Inside. They work inside and out, and they call a foul, but that is the good thing because there is 1.7 on the clock, and that's only the third team foul.
That'd be on Jones. That's his first.
That's one of the good fouls.
Yep.
Because I think Maple was going to get a layup.
1.7 to go here in the
You got a foul to give here, Coach. We just play good defense. Don't worry about the foul.
Yeah, I would, because sometimes you get into
There's
that.
a deep three. It's no good by Kaiser. So that's the way the first half ends, with the Chargers trailing Batesville 32-20. Chargers got it down to as many as, what, 4 points.
Yeah, it was 22-18.
Before Batesville responded. So we'll bring you those halftime stats here, and our halftime show is sponsored by
Stone's Farm
Service. We'll take a timeout and bring you that action here. You're listening to Charger Basketball on WTRE.
The Start Something New event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the boys at Acre have excellent rebates and incentives on every new vehicle on the lot, with a great in-stock inventory ready for delivery. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood for a great deal during the Start Something New event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg. Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has some great savings on tires. Right now through the end of February, you can get up to $180 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And as part of the Goodyear Service Network, your repairs are covered wherever you travel. And farmers, the Goodyear service trucks come to you when tire problems arise on the farm. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg, phone 812-663-7551.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Welcome back here to North Decatur High School for the Stones Farm Service halftime show, and the Chargers trail Batesville 32-20. Tonight's halftime sponsor is Stones Farm Service, and it is your local Kubota dealer with quality equipment, so you can just go mow. Kubota and Stones Farm Service on East Main Street in Greensburg, serving southeastern Indiana for over 30 years. Strong, stable, still Stones. And Coach, kind of a game of runs. Batesville came out pretty strong there in the first quarter. Chargers opened up the second on a nice little run as well. Batesville responded there to go up by 12 here at the half. That's where we stand. 32-20, Batesville with the lead. So, Coach, first half of play, what are your thoughts, I guess, on how Chargers have gone to this point?
Just to be honest with you, we've got to figure out a way to defend them in the half court. I mean, all of their kids do a really good job of shot faking, getting you to raise up just a little bit, and they're just so quick off the dribble. I've watched Lures do that a couple of times. I watched Maple do that. Kaiser is really good, and when Kaiser gets headed downhill, he is a load to stop. Even if we step over in front of him, we end up probably fouling him or whatever, but I think that's where we got to start. You know, the other part of it is you're not going to win many high school basketball games scoring 20 points and a half. We've just, the simple fact is we've got to make some shots. We've had some good shots. They just had two or three that have rattled in and out. We've done a good job of getting to the free throw line. Unofficially, I had us at the free throw line 7 times that first half. We were 6 for 7. The scoring is led by, on Batesville's end of it, is led by their point guard, Trent Lures. He has 15 at half already. And followed by Cade Kaiser with 9. Caden Drake has 4. And then Braden Maple and James Hughes have 2 apiece. For the Chargers, Logan Odell leads the Chargers with 8 points on a couple of threes and a 2-point basket. Owen Rennekamp, a couple of 2-point baskets and 2 for 3 at the line. Cooper Palmer, a bucket and a 2 for 2 at the free throw line. And Brady Mowers, 2 for 2 at the free throw line. I know we want to try to attack them inside as much as we can, regardless of whether they're zone or man or whatever. But they do a really good job. They're going to know where Brady's at all the time. They're going to have help around him. It's going to be hard for us to lob the ball to him down there because they really surround him and they really collapse down close. But again, like I said, the first quarter, we've got to get out of the gate a little bit better. We can't get behind. You know, that second quarter, we got outscored a point. We got outscored 12-11. But when you get outscored 20-9 in the first half, it really puts you in a hole, and you're just digging and clawing the rest of the game to try to catch up.
Yeah, so it stands 32-20 here at halftime. 4 minutes to go here in the break, and we're doing a little bit of game watching here between Purdue and IU here on the sideline. It looks like Purdue is winning 15-13 at this point, but thank you, Emma. Brought me some popcorn. Coach, I think we'll take a few timeouts. You got everything wrapped up here. Bringing that action here in just a few minutes. Again, you're listening to the Stones Farm Service halftime show, WTRE.
Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has some great savings on tires. Right now through the end of February, You can get up to $180 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And as part of the Goodyear Service Network, your repairs are covered wherever you travel. And farmers, the Goodyear service trucks come to you when tire problems arise on the farm. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg, phone 812-663-7551.
Questions?
Well, welcome back here to North Decatur High School. I'm going to have to save my popcorn for later because we've got some very special guests here in the house with us. Three of our Lady Chargers, if you can see. I don't think you can on the screen, but Emma Shetmer's down there as well. But we've got Kelsey Haley, Carmen Thackeray. Girls, a big week ahead of you with sectionals. Opening up against Edinburgh Lancers there on Tuesday night. And what do you know about the Lancers, and what's the outlook there for the week? What do you think?
Oh, we're winning it all. I'm going to just say that right now.
Okay, so one game at a time, right? And you guys played Edinburgh here, 2 weeks ago, and beat them pretty soundly at home. But, again, you guys have an opportunity, sectional there at Southwestern, where you guys took care of business as well. So, Kelsey, obviously want to win, but what are you thinking some of the keys are for you guys throughout the week?
I think I don't know. I need time to think. Hold on.
Okay. Well, we got Carmen Thackeray here too, and Carmen, we're just talking about some of the keys for this week and what you guys think you need to do in order to come out with the big sectional championship this week.
Am I answering that?
Yeah, you're answering. You're on.
I think we just need to rebound and play good defense.
Rebound and defense, that's always a plus. Again, you've got Edinburgh, and then if you're fortunate to win that, you've got an opportunity to play against Tri or Morristown. Maybe struggle to score a little bit as a team down the stretch. How do you get past that and move forward here as we move into the next week of the season?
Just keep talking. Communication is key.
Yeah, and they always say that when you start the sectional and the state tournament, your records get put out the window. It's 0-0. Everybody's 0-0 again. So, we've got about a minute left here, but thanks, girls, for chatting with us, and we'll wish you the best of luck. First game Tuesday night. I don't think we're not going to broadcast that game, are we, because of the way the sectional rules are? We don't know those details for sure. But, again, good luck, Carmen and Emma and Kelsey. Got put on the spot. Hey, I forget my wife's name sometimes, so that's just the way it is. But thanks, girls, for stopping by. Good luck this week. Well, Coach, we should probably prep them just a little bit better for being on the air. But
yeah, hey, one good thing about it, my headset sounds better now.
Does it? That's good.
They must have cured that or something. I don't know if it's a connection or whatever.
Well, I'm really disappointed because I'm telling you, North Decatur's got the best popcorn. I don't know if that was something you did, getting these packets of popcorn when you were an AD.
We did, but I think we've had it long before I was AD too. Those are gold medal popcorn out of Cincinnati, and they do have good popcorn, and it's that old popcorn machine that helps with that.
Oh yeah, once you get it broke in, you get the kettle properly.
We appreciate Stones sponsoring our halftime show there. We're ready to start our Napoleon State Bank third quarter. With over 100 years in banking, Napoleon State Bank offers 3 locations in Decatur County: Lincoln Street, Westridge Parkway, and Westport. It looks like
we're waiting on an official.
Yeah,
looks like Wilkerson.
Not sure what's going on, but ready. We got 10 players and 2 officials. We're just waiting on one more official. So they must have got stuck in the locker room and didn't hear the 3-minute horn by Mr. Ospenda. So,
all right, so the Chargers are back in action here as the Bulldogs bring it across to start the second quarter of play. 32-20.
That'd be the third quarter.
Did I say second quarter?
You did.
Oh, boy.
Kaiser took it really hard to the basket, just missed a layup there.
To be honest with you, I'm still trying to clean popcorn out of my mouth. Chargers trail 32-20, third quarter. First opportunity with the ball here in the second half of play. Rennekamp with it. Morris up top. Again, Morris hasn't been as big a threat offensively here tonight, but in prior games, he got some very valuable points. Here's a little shake and bake move by Mowers, no good. But Morris has been hustling there on the defensive end. He's got 2 fouls in this one. Here's the three-pointer. It's up and rattles up and down and in. Drake for 3. So Batesville brings the pressure.
Bulldogs have opened up a 15-point lead.
And we got a foul.
Good.
No, we got a timeout.
Well, thought we were going to have a foul there. I thought Owen was going to split the trap.
Okay,
so the 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Yeah, Bulldogs now have hit 6 threes in the game. So
that one really ought to count it twice because that thing was in, bounced about 3 foot up in the air, and then bounced back in.
Yes.
So 35-20.
We just we got to get control things here because it can get away from us in a hurry here. If Batesville would happen to bump this thing up to 20, 21, 22 points, that's going to be a handful to come back from that. We just need to slowly cut into this, see if we can cut this lead by the end of the quarter down to about half of that 15-point margin right now.
Always talk about, Coach, the first 2 minutes are so important in first quarters, third quarters, really any break to get some momentum back. Chargers trying to break the pressure. Here's a diagonal pass. Odell climbs the ladder and catches it. Ball's tipped away, stolen by Hughes, who puts it up and scores. And now it's 37-20.
You know, first half we only had 5 turnovers, and that was our 4 turnovers, and that was our 5th there.
Batesville bringing the pressure, and that's one thing you can't do is just waste your dribble. Here's a diagonal pass ahead. Didn't have enough zip on it, and Kaiser steals it away. Batesville in transition with a 17-point lead. Here's a cut in the lane by Maple. It goes out of bounds. It goes off of Odell. And Batesville will retain the ball. 6:24 to go, third quarter, Napoleon State Bank.
As we've talked before, Coach, those live ball turnovers can just kill you sometimes, and that's what happened the first possession there. Well, we weren't ready for the rebound there.
Shots up, and we got a foul. Kaiser
on Parmer, looks like. It's Cooper's second foul, according to what I have. First team foul of the half.
That's a second one on Parmer. So the Chargers with the first of either team to have a foul here in the third quarter. Kaiser goes to the line. He puts it up and rattles it in.
Well, that's about the third one, and he's first 2 rattled out, but his free throws are kind of questionable right now. Looks like Owen Eldridge checking in a game for Mason Morris.
Second one is up and no good. Too strong, and here comes North the other way. Rennekamp.
One of the few things Kaiser's done wrong tonight. He's only made 1 out of 4 free throws.
Parmer up top between the circles, guarded by Kaiser. Hands it off there to Rennekamp. Gets it back to Parmer. Got to look to attack the basket. Here's a shot, or a nice little shovel pass inside. We got a foul as Eldridge will go to the line.
Yeah, we did a nice job again of passing there, but kind of reminds me of something I've seen before. We just not finishing around the basket, and that's something that takes a little concentration and something that takes a little strength. And
shots up and got it to go.
Eldridge knocks the first by right auto free throw in.
Bounced on the front of the rim, rolled over.
That's Owen's first point of the night. Line the second by right free throw up.
Takes 2 dribbles, eyes it, flies it, hits it. 2 for 2 for the charity stripe on that trip for the Chargers. They trail 38-22. Lures with it, gives it off over to Maple. Now Kaiser swung it around over to Hughes in the right wing. Pass almost stolen away. Oh, that's a foul. They didn't call it.
I would agree with that.
On Kaiser.
Kaiser has so much strength that it's just...
Three-pointer no good, and Odell gets the rebound. There's a foul. That is on Hughes.
That's Hughes' first, according to what I have. Yep, second on the Bulldogs. You know, the one thing I noticed with Batesville coaches, when they cut, they cut. They all cut with authority. They play with authority. They play with strength.
That pass was telegraphed, and they got a pass stolen away. Kaiser is going to go to the line after he's fouled. But they do a good job, Coach, of kind of just baiting us to throw that ball.
You're right.
And we have fallen for it a couple times here in the second half. And Kaiser, opportunity to extend the lead. First one's good.
39-22 Bulldogs, 5:24 to go here in our Napoleon State Bank third quarter. Second one is good.
Got an 18-point lead, 40-22. Odell over to Rennekamp, passes ahead. Maurer lost the handle of it. His dribble was dead. Eldridge short corner, pass couldn't be handled by Rennekamp, and here comes Batesville the other way. Whoa, long three, it's no good. Little quick on the trigger that time. Chargers are going to end up with the rebound. Palmer comes away with it.
Couple good hustle plays there. One by Logan Odell to track that rebound down. The second one by Cooper Palmer to get the ball as Logan saved it.
Eldridge in the corner. Looks to find Maurer. Gets it into him. Brady gets fouled.
There we go.
On the pass back out.
I'd like to see us throw that thing in there a little bit more and force Batesville to make some decisions.
Maple gets hit with the foul. His first and third of the Batesville team fouls here in the third quarter. Rennekamp inbound it from the Charger bench, gives it over to Maurer. Back to Rennekamp. He takes it, hard dribble, right hand, and puts it up and scores. And a foul.
Good bucket there by Owen Rennekamp.
Love to see that from Owen. Aggressiveness towards the basket. And you know, Coach, those guys, a lot of players that he plays against or goes against in there, they want to block his shot because he's shorter. The shot fake, like you always talk about, play off 2 feet, get him up in the air.
Did all the right things there. That was textbook.
So it's 40-24. Chargers trail by 16. The shot's good. So the old-fashioned three-point play goes there for Rennekamp. Chargers trail by 15. Kind of stem the tide here a little bit after Batesville went on that initial run.
Get some stops on this end.
Kaiser with it, gives it off. Around the perimeter, Hughes with it. Right wing, Maple up top. Here's a wide open three from Holcomb. He puts it in.
They got kids who can shoot it.
Again with some 2-2-1 pressure here. Chargers got to anticipate it. That was over the top stuff. Aren't going to work. We got a foul on Palmer. Coach, you talk about all the time in practice and in games on the girls' side, those over-the-top passes. What do you call them?
Skip pass?
No, it's fool's gold. Yeah,
yeah,
fool's gold. You went with the technical term. I was going with the.
Oh yeah. You gotta help me out now.
Here's a drive by Maple. He's cut off. Ball's tipped around into the hands of Rennekamp. He goes the other way with Odell. Bodies are all hitting the floor here. Palmer with it. He dribbles it, attacks, puts it up, and scores.
See, that's something I think we can do a lot more there.
Yeah, going the other way. Kaiser with it. Attacks it, left shoulder. Ball swung around. Maple, he'll put up a wide open three. It's no good, and Maurer comes down with it. Eldridge across the timeline, again in transition. Odell, corner three, it's up, no good. And we got a foul on Batesville. Hughes is going to get called for the foul as he displaced Palmer on the rebound.
Yeah, that possession before this, we need to do that more. I mean, I know Batesville moves their feet pretty well, but that was a 15 foul, by the way.
Yeah, so Palmer with an opportunity to cut in the lead. 16 points where it stands right now. Shots up and good. 43-28. You can just kind of feel it, Coach. If we can get it within single digits, we can get some mojo going here. Shot is up and good.
That one's good. Couple more by right auto free throws for
Coach is going
to Palmer.
Bring in Morris off the bench. Palmer takes a seat.
And that bucket that Cooper had down there, the possession before that's one of those Schuyler brothers points in the paint. So We'll make sure we get that in because we haven't had a lot of those.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick break and be right back. You're listening to Charger Basketball on WTRE.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School, where we have 3:36 to go here in our Napoleon State Bank third quarter. Bulldogs on top of our Chargers by 14, 43-29.
The Chargers will be in action again tomorrow night here at home, Cook Court, as they welcome the Titans into the North Decatur High School face off in what is now a sectional opponent for us.
It is, yes. So the Chargers need to get a stop here.
43-29, 14-point game. 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Maple over to Kaiser on the right wing. Gets it back there to Maple, left wing rather. Here's Schneider. Played limited minutes here in this game for the Bulldogs. He's got it up top, swings it around the perimeter, over to Lewis here on the right wing. He dribbles at baseline, gets cut off. Extra pass over to Kaiser. Inside, Maple from the free throw line, puts it up, no good, but an offensive board, put back, no score, but he's fouled.
Good, really good patience there by Batesville, and like I said, they got a pretty good look at it there by Maple up on top, and Kaiser was right there waiting on the offensive rebound, and we were probably fortunate that he didn't get the bucket in the and one.
Shots up and good.
Foul was on Owen Eldridge, that's his fourth on the Chargers of the quarter.
Ever wonder, Coach, when they created basketball, why they figured that 5 fouls was the magic number?
You know what? I don't know. You mean 5 fouls to foul out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess Dr. Naismith thought that he'd had enough when you got to 5. You've been dirty enough.
Rennekamp with it for the Chargers. They trail by 15, 44-29. Pass is stolen away. Maple the other way. He puts it up with the left hand and scores. 46-29.
Ninth turnover I have for the Chargers.
We got a foul. Lures on the inbound pass.
Chargers are in the bonus, so. Foul was on Lures, so Owen Rennekamp going to go to the line to shoot a couple of those by right auto free throws.
Always going up against that kind of pressure, you got to shorten your passes.
Yep.
And definitely have to meet them because they will cut into the passing lanes, look to steal. The diagonal pass has been there throughout the night. Didn't hit him on that particular play.
Xander Jones checks in for Brady Maurer.
Gives Brady a break.
Rennekamp hit the first by right auto free throw. Eyes the second one, and it's good.
So the Chargers trail by 15 here, 46-31. Batesville brings it across. Maple on the left wing gives it across. Over in the right corner now to Lures. Hughes over to Maple. Holcomb. Batesville finds the man they want there in the short corner is Holcomb. Maple. Do a lot of cutting, screening, and move very efficiently.
Yeah, I like that.
Schneider.
Again, there's.
And we got a traveling violation on Schneider. I think he switched his pivot foot. Under 2 to go here, third quarter.
And I may have lost track, but that's only the third turnover I have on the Bulldogs. So really, as much as they handle the ball and as patient as they are, they only average, I think I looked up, like 12.3 a game. So.
And force, I'm sure, a lot more with this pressure. Ball stolen.
Another turnover by the Chargers.
Three-pointer lined up. It's good by Lures.
Boy, he's a dead eye from that three-point line. It's his 5th 3 of the night.
Chargers again handling this pressure from Batesville. They get it across. Odell, right wing, now to Maurer. Farmer with it, dribbles it to the baseline, gets cut off. Puts it up. Oh, he got fouled. That's on 22, Hughes. And that will send Palmer to the line.
That's his 3rd, according to what I have.
We've got a tie game in Lafayette, looks like. 29 apiece. Shots up and no good by Parmer. Kaiser comes back in. 1:27 to go. Batesville leads by 18 here in the third quarter. Cooper will take 3 dribbles, puts it up, and scores. So 49-32. Here comes Batesville across the timeline is Maple. Kaiser swings it over now, over there to Hughes. Schneider. And underneath, a nice little pass, a little dump off. Shot was missed.
Yeah.
Chargers lucky they didn't get a foul there, but they get the ball here in transition. Rennekamp from about 10 feet puts it up and scores.
Nice penetration, nice bucket there by Owen Rennekamp.
So the lead's 15 with a minute to go here in the third. Napoleon State Bank third quarter. Hughes with it. Inside, Kaiser spins on
really nice,
Parmer
really
and goes
nice
out of bounds.
Job defensively there by the Chargers. Cooper didn't let him get to the baseline on him, and then Owen Eldridge slid down on the backside to deflect that pass.
And on the inbound, pass deep, almost near midcourt. Batesville gets it in. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We'll see if they go for one or just whatever comes handy. Schneider in the corner. Maple. You can tell, Coach, every time they catch it in triple threat.
Well, like I say, watch them cut. They cut with authority. They cut hard every time, every cut they make.
And they might not be scoring, but that wears on the defense.
It does.
Maple now over to Kaiser. 12 seconds to go. Batesville with long possession here, the final one of the third quarter. The Bulldogs lead by 15. 5 seconds to go. Kaiser gets his feet set. It's short, and that's going to be the end of the action for this third quarter play. Batesville leads 49-34. 15-point lead they'll take into the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Charger Basketball, WTRE.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
We are back here at North Decatur High School, ready to start our Russ Huber Ford fourth quarter, offering new and pre-owned vehicles, exceptional car care, and customer service with a smile. That's Russ Huber Ford on North Lincoln Street in Greensburg. Well, Coach, like I said, not a terrible quarter. We get outscored 17-14. But I think back just to that first quarter when we got down by 11 right off the bat, and they've just added 2 points in the second and 3 points in the third here to bump that lead up now to 15.
And that's kind of the, I don't want to say the common theme, but, you know, against a very physical Lawrenceburg team was kind of like that. And, you know, we've got, again, continue to work on. Here's a little pressure, half-court trap right away out of the break, and Maurer lines up a three.
You know, it was a great job by Owen Rennekamp of keeping his composure in that trap and finding Brady over there by himself.
Underneath is Drake going against Brady. He puts it up and scores. Thought he might have got away with too many steps there, but
see, if
we've got an opportunity to look up here.
We just look diagonal. There we go.
Eldridge gets it across. Chargers with it. 2-3 zone here for Batesville, but they are very, very cognizant of where Maurer is here. 14-point game. Here's a nice little pass. Oh, could have been a nice play. Oh, but it gets right back into the hands of Eldridge, who can't get the bucket to go down, but there is a foul on Batesville.
Be on Maple. That is his first quarter. Up, I guess his second.
Eldridge goes to the line. Chargers trail by 14. We've just started the fourth quarter of play. 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. Shot is up and no good. Strong off the back iron. He'll get one more. Shots up. It was short. So he had the first one way long. The second one was short. And the Chargers empty on this possession. Shot fake in the lane. Cut off there nicely there by Maurer. And the Bulldogs are forced to open things back up on the perimeter. Kaiser with it. Gives it off over to Lewis. Oh, he traveled. And we've got pass up top. Maple for three. He lines it up. It's no good. Maurer tried to come down with the rebound. It looks like we're going to get a foul called on Batesville. Blue foul on 14. That's Drake, who they get nailed with.
That is his third. Well, it's his fourth, I guess.
So that's going to bring Holcomb back in. All right, again, 2-2-1 here from Batesville. Pressure here. Rennekamp dribbles through it, attacks it. Maurer, corner three, it's up. Good! Triple time from Maurer.
Again, another great job by Owen Rennekamp of breaking the press with the dribble there and kicking it out to Brady, who was all by himself.
51-40.
Got the lead back to 11.
Here's a three the other way. Way off the mark. And I'm sure Coach Garrett not happy with that shot selection. Holcomb with the errant shot. I don't think it hit anything.
It's like the Bulldogs are going to just press a little man-to-man here.
And they're going to go, man-to-man. Odell to inbound it for the Chargers. Rennekamp's going to bring it across, clear things out. Chargers trail by 11. They have cut into the lead. Let's see if they can get another score here on this possession, another stop on defense. Maurer with it, lines up a three. It's off the mark, but into the hands of Eldridge, who puts it up off the glass and can't get it to go, and we got a foul on Parmer. Got a foul on Parmer, I believe. No, blue foul.
Yeah,
Christmas came early.
Going to be on Kaiser.
I thought that was on Parmer.
It really wasn't.
I don't even
watching or looking at it there.
Here's a nice little pass inside to Maurer. He can't get the shot. Got the rebound. Eldridge again from about 4 feet. We're 0 for 4. So we'll shoot it from 10. No, miss it. And we've got a foul on Parmer. Coach, those are backbreaker possessions when you've got 5 or 6 shots from the block or in and miss them all.
Had a chance to get it to single digits, the lead. And like you said, we missed 3 just point-blank layups right there, and then Brady's little 15-footer. But we're battling.
And that is the 4th foul on Parmer. Is that correct? I think that's what they've got.
Yes.
So he's going to check out. Morris comes in. It's an 11-point game, 51-40, with 5:40 to go here in the contest. Kaiser with it. As the Bulldogs here, again, been methodical for most part of the game. Here's 11 for 3. It's up and good. That's Cameron Holcomb, 6-foot sophomore for the Bulldogs, buried the triple.
He's the one that just shot an air ball the last possession.
Chargers now with it, trailing by 14. Odell over to Maurer. Mason in the lane. Morris gathers himself, puts it up. Can't get the shot to go, and Coach another layup. Comes up empty for the Chargers.
Mason did a great job of shot faking there, getting Kaiser off his feet, and we just couldn't convert it.
3 is good by Holcomb. And that, again, just when you get it that close, Batesville with the little run. So we got a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Charger Basketball, WTRE.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Welcome back. We are down to the last 4:55 of our ball game here in our Rush Hubler Ford fourth quarter. Chargers trail by 17, ahead to 11, and Bulldogs have come down the floor and knocked in a couple threes the last 2 possessions to widen that gap a little bit. I know looking down at Coach Metz, he's really frustrated there, and we had opportunities to make it single digits, and then they come down 2 straight possessions and bump it back up to 17.
Yeah, you kind of feel like that possession where we had 6 opportunities for layups there was kind of the nail in the coffin, but plenty of time left here for the Chargers to make a little run. There's under 5 to go, but trailing by 17. We can't take too many possessions off here. Rennekamp.
Looks like Wyatt Reisman checked into the ball game at the timeout.
Eldridge with it. Morris inside. Here's a shot and score by Maurer.
Yeah, finally got a good feed to Brady down there. Mason did a nice job of getting it up the air. Brady held that defender off. So he'll have he got one of those buy right auto buckets inside, and he'll get a free throw here.
57-42. Maurer, opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play is up, no good. Here comes Kaiser with it the other way. Lures with the ball, brings it across the timeline for Batesville. And they're capable, Coach, of just putting the
freeze on it.
They're
all good ball handlers. They all have great
deep
footwork.
Three. It's up, no good. Chargers the other way. In transition, Palmer gathers himself. Morris found underneath the basket. Gets his shot blocked.
Nice block there by Kaiser. Thought really Mason had one to finish there, but Kaiser did a nice job.
Palmer to inbound. Gives it off. Rennekamp from the serving line. Puts it up and scores. 57-44. Chargers trail by 13 now.
Rennekamp's first bucket of the fourth quarter here.
Maple over to Hughes. Ball stolen away by Rennekamp. In transition, puts it up. He scores with the left hand. Back to 11 points. 57-46.
Chargers are battling. We just got to keep at it here. Not a lot of time left to do this, but
Batesville hasn't had the best shot selection the last 2 possessions. Here's a drive in the lane. Tough shot. No good. Rebound and score.
You know what? I thought we did a great job defensive there of walling up against Kaiser when he went to the bucket, and he ended up.
Reisman for 3. It's good. He connects for downtown, and it's now 59-49. Chargers in desperate need of about 2 or 3 stops here in a row to really get this thing interesting. 3 minutes to go in the game. 59-49. Again, Batesville's got 4 fouls, so Chargers get to go to the free throw line on the foul opportunity. We've got an offensive foul on Kaiser. Palmer drew it. He gets the free Frosty milkshake.
There you go.
And now North Decatur with it.
That is turnover number 6 I have on the.
I don't know if Coach does that Frosty deal, but always try to. Of course, with the girls, we don't have a whole lot of Chargers.
Nope, that's a rarity in girls basketball, it seems like.
I think I do owe 1 or 2, though. I need to get those debts paid up.
See Coach Metz going out to do a little floor wiping up. I guess he handed it off to Cooper there to take care of it.
So the Chargers trail by 10. There's 3 minutes to go.
Good to see Coach Metz hustling out there.
He's still got it in his old age.
He does.
All right, Chargers with the ball.
10-point ball game with a chance to cut it to 7 or 8.
And
Bulldogs
now
back to their zone.
That was the 15th foul, but being player control will not shoot here on this possession, but the Chargers will shoot the ball here the rest of the way. 2-3 zone here from Batesville. Again, the Chargers can be patient with it. They are trailing by 10, but if they get a good shot from Odell underneath, and he can't get it to go.
Boy.
Oh, man,
that was
heartbreaker there. In the lane, 14 is Drake, and he puts it in.
Boy, that really hurt.
One of those nights where them layups just aren't falling. Good back cut there. Palmer in the lane with it, and that pass was never going to have a chance.
Yeah, that was a tough one to complete there. Mason Morris checking in for defensive purposes here. Chargers picking them up full court. 2:09 to go here in our Russ Huber Ford fourth quarter.
61-49, 12-point game.
Wyatt Reisman guarding the ball there.
Almost stolen away, and it is
stolen.
finally. Here's Parmer in transition. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. That's a foul on, is that 22?
Looks like it. I think
That's going to be on
that's
Hughes.
That's his fourth I've got.
It's a foul on Hughes, so the Chargers again. And, Coach, this is what you want to see down by as many as we are here.
Yeah,
2 minutes to go. Stop the clock.
We're battling it. We just got to make some plays now. Parmer to the line to shoot a first of the by-right auto free throws. Knocks it in.
Got it to go. 61-50. Chargers with just one team foul here in the fourth quarter. Batesville in the bonus. Shots up and good, so 2 for 2. 61-51. Chargers bringing a little bit of pressure here. Kaiser with it. Going to bring it across. We've got some fouls to give. We can be aggressive defensively. Thought about the shot was Hughes. Shot fake and drive. Drake.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Had a chance to steal that and just kind of batted it out of bounds. Like Logan Odell reacted to it pretty well.
All right, so Batesville with it, with the ball in front of their bench.
I agree 100%. We need to start gambling here and maybe use a foul.
Lures with it up top. 90 seconds to go in the game. Rent-A-Camp on him. Hughes now over to Kaiser. Maple, shot fake, drive. Kick back up top. That is Drake for three. It's no good, and Chargers with a rebound. A three-pointer, quick two is what you need. Rent-A-Camp, Odell, he's left open in the corner. It's no good. Rebounded by Morris. He puts the shot fake up. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Good. Good effort there by Mason Morris. Logan Odell had a nice-looking three at the corner. Foul was on number 12, Maple. It's his third. So Mason Morris go to the line to shoot a couple by-right auto free throws. Mason has not scored yet tonight, so this will be a great opportunity to knock a couple in there.
1 minute, 9 seconds to go here in the game. Morris' shot's good. 61-52. That's kind of how that JV game was. The Chargers came away with a 43-40 win, but Batesville hung around, and the Chargers trying to do the same thing and get over the hump here.
And had an opportunity to win or to tie it at the end.
Morris' shot's good, so it's
two big free throws there for Mason Morris.
8-point game and a full.
That's as close as the Chargers have been since early in the ball game. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here.
Well, Coach, so again, Chargers only one foul. So with a little over a minute 9 to go, we've got to make sure that we're aggressive and try to keep as much time on that clock, and get it stopped or get a quick steal.
Yep, I would agree with that. You can't take those fouls home with you.
We don't have anybody necessarily in major foul trouble that's on the floor, do we?
We do have Cooper Parmer with 4.
With 4, okay.
Yeah.
Again, Cooper.
Pretty small lineup in there for the Chargers as a whole. Like Mason Morris might be the biggest one out there. A little man-to-man pressure here by the Chargers. Hopefully we just we don't get beat long.
The inbounder is Maple. Maple to inbound it for Batesville. Pass is caught and inbounded to Lures. So we'll see how long we go. This might be a quick trap and then a foul. Here's a pass over to Maple in the corner. We got 1 minute to go here in the game. Kaiser with it. Oh, he almost pickpocketed him.
That's okay, though. You got a chance maybe for a steal there.
And so that's the third on Morris. Only the second team foul. So actually, it's one of those opportunities, Coach, you can deny the inbounder here. See if we can't get that steal. Here's a pass in the backcourt. And Lures is going to be fouled right away by Morris. That's his fourth. And the third team foul. 55 seconds to go in the game.
The unfortunate thing about sending them to the free throw line here in a couple more fouls is that they are a really good free throw shooting team. Maybe I'll jinx them that way.
Pass in the backcourt. Looks like they wanted Kaiser to catch it. Here we go, 50 seconds to go. Kaiser in the lane. We're going to got another foul to give here. We got a, whoa,
man.
Official took a really hard tumble. I hope he's okay. Looks like he is. Two guys, both blue and white, were going after the loose ball, and the official was the third guy, unfortunately, that got absolutely
clobbered. I think the foul was probably on Mason Morris. Boy, he really took a shot.
All right, so what's going on? They got to figure out what's going on.
The foul should have been on Mason Morris, but I think when he got hit, he kind of lost what he was doing, and the other two officials weren't sure. I think they're trying to give the foul to Cooper, and I think it should have been on Mason. But
either way, they're
both of them got four fouls.
So,
but at this point, I'd rather keep Cooper in the ball game probably. A little more of an offensive threat. Yeah.
Oh, they called it on Odell.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even better.
that was. If that was on him, then I just call me St. Nick. But anyway, Chargers trying to get this ball back, and we got a foul, and that's going to send Kaiser to the line. That Odell was hanging out in Shelby County on that play, and somehow he got the foul. But I guess that was a late Christmas present for us.
They called that on Rent-A-Camp.
I'm still stuck on that out of bounds possession. Because that was definitely on either Palmer or shot is up, no good.
Kaiser misses it.
So Maurer's going to check back in. 3-point threat. How many timeouts do we have left, Coach?
You know, I'm not sure. I would say at least 2.
Oh, I see the little lights down there on the scoreboard. Looks like 2 fulls. Shot is up and good from Kaiser. So 9-point game. Rent-A-Camp with it. We've got to get up shot here pretty quick, fellas. Here's a pass inside. A little shot, 2-footer, no good by Odell, and then Reisman's going to get called for the foul. You know, Coach, we're looking to look back on this game, and it's quite honestly just finishing around the basket that's really going to make the difference.
No question about that. And Logan had a good. And again, it's little things that we talk about as coaches, like in that situation right there. Batesville's obviously probably not going to foul a shooter, so you got time to really square your shoulders up to the backboard. I know Logan was able to get it on the backboard, but it makes it so much easier if you can square your shoulders up to the baseline or the backboard and put it off the glass there.
So 63-53, the first shot was good by Maple, and he puts up the second. The lead back to 11. 26 seconds to go here in the game. Palmer across the timeline in the lane, gathers himself. Maurer puts up a 3. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Cooper. He puts up another shot. He's fouled. They don't call it.
How was that not a foul? Holy moly.
Boo!
Yeah, that was a tough one there. I thought Cooper did a great.
The other way! Wake up! That was awful. 13 seconds to go.
Like a timeout by the Bulldogs there. They couldn't get the ball in. Yeah, that was a tough one there. The Cooper really did a nice job of going right back at the basket. And
Officials got dinner dates or something. Good night.
Well, we've got 13.9 seconds to go. 11-point lead for the Bulldogs and their ball. So I don't think we've got any 11-point plays in our playbook at this point. But
yeah, unfortunately.
Chargers did a great job of battling back, get that thing down to 8 points, and had opportunities there. But I'm like you. You look back over the course of the game, especially the second half, the number of shots around the basket that we missed. I'm not saying that would have won the game for us, but it sure would have made it interesting.
All right, Batesville to inbound it. Kaiser's fouled immediately by Palmer. That's his 5th. So he'll exit the game. Chargers lead, Batesville lead by 11 here. This guy's not very good, Coach.
Yeah, no comment.
We're homers. This is the Charger broadcast. we're good. Nonetheless, shots up and good.
Kaiser knocks it in.
But that gentleman there didn't miss layups tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Kaiser puts it up and got it to go. 66-53. Chargers trail by 13. Rennekamp gets to the bucket, and he's got the ball rejected out of there by Kaiser. And I think that's how this one will end.
It will.
Maurer puts up a three at the end. It's short, no good. But final score is going to be 66-53. Batesville with a 13-point win. And that's how things fall tonight. So Chargers, again, take it on the nose. They'll be back in action tomorrow night. We'll take a few commercial timeouts here and then bring you the stats and final recap of this one. You're listening to Charger Basketball at WTRE.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
The Start Something New event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the boys at Acre have excellent rebates and incentives on every new vehicle on the lot, with a great in-stock inventory ready for delivery. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood for a great deal during the Start Something New event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg. Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has some great savings on tires. Right now through the end of February, you can get up to $180 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And as part of the Goodyear Service Network, your repairs are covered wherever you travel. And farmers, the Goodyear service trucks come to you when tire problems arise on the farm. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg, phone 812-663-7551.
Again, welcome back to North Decatur High School. This is the Tap Furniture postgame show. Time to go home and get in the Lazy Boy. If you don't have one, Tap Furniture has this area's largest selection of Lazy Boys. Score with the Lazy Boy from Tap Furniture. Coach working through his final stats. Again, the Chargers defeated tonight 66-53 against Batesville. JV did win the first game of the night 43-40. Again, a close battle there, and as we as we mentioned, North Decatur will again be at home tomorrow night. They play the Titans here at Cook Court in a sectional battle, preseason or in-season sectional opponent, and looking forward to seeing how the Chargers stack up there against the Titans tomorrow night. We'll see how if Coach decides he's going to come out or not. In the meantime, Coach Cook looks like he's wrapping up the
totaled here.
Wrapping up the final statistics. I don't think I have anywhere to go, Coach, because Purdue, well, it's half. IU's leading 41-37 at the break. Looked like Smith was in foul trouble for Purdue. No, he just got 2.
Okay, let me go through the final stats unofficially. That's kind of what I have. First of all, mention turnovers. Both teams pretty well played game. I know we turned the ball over a few times early there, but as a whole, I had us for 11 turnovers and the Bulldogs for 7, so pretty well played game by both teams. For the Bulldogs, Trent Lures led them in scoring with 5 3-pointers. He was 3 for 4 at the line for 18, followed by Cade Kaiser. Cade had 3 twos, 1 3, 8 for 11 at the line for 17. Caden Drake had 4 2-point field goals, 1 3-pointer for 11. Braden Maple had 4 2-point field goals, 2 for 2 at the line for 10. And then Cameron Holcomb came off the bench, hit 3 threes for 9 points. So again, you look at their scoring at 18, 17, 11, 10, and 9. That's kind of been their story with the balance they've had for their 66 points, and they were 13 and 17 at the line. For our Chargers, we were led tonight, and I think probably for the first time this year, by sophomore point guard Owen Rennekamp. Owen had 6 2-point baskets. He was 5 for 6 at the line for 17 points, followed by Brady Maurer. 1 2-point basket, 2 threes, 4 for 5 at the line for 12. Logan Odell had a 2-point basket, a couple of threes for 8. Cooper Palmer had a bucket and 5 for 6 at the line for 7. And Mason Morris was 2 for 2 at the line. We were 18 for 23 at the line for a total of 53 points. Well, Coach P.J. Metz joins us now, Coach. And, Coach, a couple of things. I thought our guys just kind of kept battling. We kind of, when we were down, 19 or 18, and kind of got the thing down finally there with a couple minutes to go to 8 points. And like Tyler and I talked about a little bit on the air, I looked back and all the missed shots around the basket.
Oh, my goodness.
May not have won the game for us, but it might have made it a little more interesting at the end.
Well, and I just told them, I called a timeout in the fourth quarter early, and I just told them after the game, it's hard to dig yourself out of one hole in a basketball game. We did it 4 times, and every single time it seemed like we would have a missed bunny around the rim that would lead to a 2 or a 3 for them on the other. And then the vicious cycle would just start right back over. So I think that's kind of the theme of this basketball team is you got to know when you're able to stop digging, right? From the standpoint of you've dug yourself out of the hole, now finish this last possession. One more basket could be the turning point with the rest of the momentum, and then you're making them dig themselves out of a hole.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I talk all the time about how important it is, I think especially for this group that you have, to get a good start.
Yeah.
And right away, we get down 20-9 that first quarter, and you're just kind of, like you said, climbing uphill. And we played okay the rest of the ball game, but it's just that 11-point deficit to start the game with that really puts you in a hole.
And 20 points and a half is not going to win against anybody at the varsity basketball level. And that was kind of what we talked about at halftime was, whether we need to run 5 out, 4 out, 1 in, whether we call sets, no matter what it is, when you're open, you've got to be able to have the ability to knock down shots. And whether that be from around the rim or from the perimeter. If you're a varsity basketball player up to this point, you're being relied on to score the basketball, or you're probably not going to be in the game. And that's been a theme. You nailed it. I mean, most of this year we get off to very slow, sluggish starts, going all the way back to we started the game well against Greensburg, but our second game of the year against South, they came out and went 8-0 right off the bat, and it's like, here we go. And just getting off to that good start, and I don't know if it's a combination of our lineup. I don't know if it's a combination of just not having the energy to get out here and get ready to go. But we talk with these guys all the time, like, if I got to get you fired up to play a varsity basketball game, then I don't know if this is a sport for you.
Yeah.
Like, come out with some enthusiasm. Come out with some intensity. And this game's fun. You only get to do it once in your life for a matter of 4 years at the high school level. And you got to be able to grasp the opportunity and come out and play like it is your last game, because you don't know.
Yeah.
And some of these guys, I know they're starting to stare down the barrel of we're down to a month left in the season, 8 games, and including sectional, and it's going to sink in, and you hope it sinks in before it's too late. And I have every bit of confidence that these seniors are smart enough to realize that, hey, this is kind of the last hurrah. Let's finish the year on a right note, and we've got the ability with our schedule coming up to do that.
Yeah. Well, one of the bright spots I thought tonight too. With the pressure that Batesville puts on you and the different presses that they use and so forth, thought we did a reasonably well job of handling the ball tonight and handling their presses. Unofficially, I only had us for 11 turnovers. I might have missed a couple, but
Yeah, and that's great. I look at us. Logan Odell, his entire life, has never been in a position where he's had to beat a press. Cooper, if you look at him, you'd never think that the kid is a guard. He's not built to be a guard. But you look at Owen Rennekamp, he's 5'7". So he's going up there against trees, right? So Logan and Cooper both do a great job of, by committee, helping us break different presses, whether it is a 1-2-2 or a 2-2-1 or even a man. Like, we're understanding, and I'm seeing growth in that area, which is great, that we're not going to see a press the rest of the year and just completely be stymied and not know how to break it. We've got the personnel, just like tonight, had to reteach Logan. If you are the other guy back with Owen and they leave you and come double and Cooper is in the middle, you have to come back behind the ball so that we've got somebody to reverse the basketball to. And it's like almost like a light bulb went off, like, oh, okay. And then once he did it a couple times, he looked much more comfortable. So it is great that we're seeing it, so that if it happens in a sectional when the game is on the line and things matter, that I've got the trust in the guys that we're going to be able to get it down the floor.
Well, and speaking of Owen Rennekamp, I thought Owen really had his best game of the season tonight. He was very, confident about himself, not only handling the full court press, but the pressure that they give you in the half court. Lures is a pretty good guard who puts good pressure on the ball. And I just thought Owen, not just from a standpoint of handling the ball, he was much more assertive tonight and looking for his scoring opportunities.
And as a coaching staff, we'll take the onus of, when we talked to him before the season started, we're like, Owen, you got 5 seniors around you. You got pretty good scorer and shooter in Logan Odell. Let's kind of ease into this year, come out, facilitate a little bit. But, Brent and I finally had the conversation. Let's just turn him loose. Because when he gets north and south, it creates things for us that we can't otherwise get on our own. So I agree with you. From an offensive and defensive standpoint, this might be Owen's best game he's had this year.
Yeah.
The growth that he had to get all the way into the middle against that zone and just pull up for that little 8-footer, it's kind of a lost art. And if you can break the 2 top guys down against that zone and get there, and you got a guy that can knock it in, which Caden was great at, it really helps things from an offensive standpoint.
Exactly. Noticed you threw Wyatt Reisman in there for some minutes at the end of the ball game.
Wyatt is making it tough not to pull him up for more quarters at the varsity. This summer, when I go back and I think of our JV team, Wyatt did not have, probably in his mind or even from a coaching staff, is the best summer. And you could tell he was adjusting to the speed of the game. Quicker guards would get up on him at the JV level and make things tough on him, and he has really been turning heads the last month. We really started noticing it in practice, and then these last couple weeks, it's like the JV games. I think he had our first 11 points tonight, and that doesn't include the past 2 or 3 JV games. Like, he's coming out, he's shooting the ball well, and he's gaining confidence with every second that he's on the floor. And when he came in, I did not see a drop-off anywhere, defensively or offensively.
Yeah.
Now, he's not 6'3". He's out there. We got a small backcourt. He
might be at some point.
He might be. Let's hope. But the backcourt is small height-wise. But if he's got the ability to shoot the ball and spread the floor, that's only going to help Brady. It's going to help Logan. That'll help Owen. Hopefully attack a little bit more. And I'm really proud of the progress that he's made, because he's going to be a big piece of the Charter basketball program for the next few years.
Yeah, one other individual I thought had a very solid game for you tonight, and he does a lot of different things for you, is Cooper Palmer.
Yeah, and, I as a coach, you guys probably understand what I'm talking about, but a lot of guys may watch him play and think, oh, man, he's not very skilled, he's slow-footed, but I'll be honest, when he's on the floor is when our defense is at its best. And to be frank, when he's on the floor, our offense may run at its best. Even though he's not an overly skilled offensive player, he gets guys in the right spots, and things just go more fluid. And from a standpoint of putting up statistics, he does all the things that don't show up in the stat book. And that's what you got to have. You got to, not that you want to anoint him as the glue guy, but when he's out there, the other 4 guys at least seem to be on the same dang page. From a transition standpoint, defensive transition standpoint. Man, I don't know how many times this year he's bailed us out guarding your team's best player.
Yeah.
Again, look at him and you're like, Cade Kaiser, Cooper Palmer, but Cooper going back to sectional last year against the Norman kid at Milan, and the Craig kid. I mean, he has done everything we've asked him to. He gives. I feel like every time he's on the floor, he's given me everything that he has, and I can't ask for much more from him.
Well, we know Cooper's a very intelligent young man, but he obviously has a good basketball IQ too.
He does, and just being out there and understanding but when we started to foul, he's like, hey, I got 4. You want me to go ahead and pick up my 5th? And just always thinking to the next play. And you hope that those kind of things bleed into some of our younger guys. That's why we've got guys at the JV level up dressed in varsity. We want them to be around it. We want them to hear it so that, that stuff sinks in. And maybe one day Matthew Fields is doing the same thing. Just that positive kind of carryover, little characteristic stuff that coaches can't always it's hard for us to teach absolutely everything. You hope that the positive stuff continues to trickle down, and Cooper provides a lot of that for us.
Exactly. Well, I know we came up a little short tonight, but we're back here tomorrow night to play Tri. Tell us just a little bit about the Titans.
Tri, when I look at them, I don't look at one guy. Last year they had a kid that could get 25 every single night, and the Cox kid, I believe, was his last name. And now they've got, 4 or 5 guys that can kind of spread the floor. They love to run horns action offensively. They've got a big kid that's a freshman, big left-handed kid that does a lot of good things for him, and he's grown in quite a few areas this year in the games that I've watched. But they still got some guys that can spread the floor. I think playing tonight, if we can carry that defensive intensity over to tomorrow night, I think we're going to see a world of difference from the defensive end.
Right.
We go back to Lawrenceburg, and we kept referencing Lawrenceburg, and we did not feel like that defensive intensity in the second half carried over to Morristown. And that was our message in the locker room. Our defensive intensity that we finally got going with against this Batesville game, if it carries over to Tri tomorrow night, I mean, you don't want to sit here and play predictor, but I really feel comfortable or confident that we will be able to stop. Let's put it this, they don't have a Cade Kaiser.
Right.
And from a team.
And he's a load.
He is an absolute load. But, Tri is another sectional opponent, and if you really, really, really twisted my arm, I want to win every single game this year. But going back to last year, I felt like we should have got them, and I want them tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, Coach, we'll let you get out of here. I know you got some prep work to probably do to get ready for the Titans tomorrow night, but we'll see you tomorrow night after the game.
Hey, that sounds good, guys. Thank you.
All right. Coach P.J. Metz joined us here, and Chargers come out on the short end of a 66-53 victory for Batesville tonight. But, that's about all I have, Coach. I might recognize real quick our sponsors real quick again. Gillenhow Funeral Home, Maker Automotive, Decatur County Recycling, Buy Right Auto, Walters Tire, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, H&R Block, Buy Right Auto, Scheidler Brothers Paint, Malone Staffing, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, Napoleon State Bank, Russ Schubler Ford, Hillbilly Corner is our pregame sponsor, Stone's Farm Service is our halftime sponsor, and our postgame has been brought to you by Taft Furniture. Time to go home and get in a Lazy Boy. If you don't have one, Taft Furniture has the area's largest selection of Lazy Boys. Score with a Lazy Boy.
Yeah, Coach, that Lazy Boy's calling. Looks like Purdue's up 3 here second half, so 15 minutes to go. We're going to have an opportunity to watch the end of that one.
We'll get home in time to watch
that'll be good.
A few minutes of that. That's good.
Well, the Chargers in action tomorrow night, Coach. We'll see, like Coach said, take things from tonight and improve on tomorrow and try to get out there and get a nice conference win, or a sectional win, and plant the seed into Tri's head that we're going to be the dominant team in the sectional. So.
There you go. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. For myself, Tyler Johnson, and Jaden Lawrence, good night.